Today we embark on a journey beyond the spotlight, beyond the fame and into the struggles of a legend's life. We are here to unveil the untold story of Cristiano Ronaldo. We all know the glory, the goals and the glamour, but what about the untold moment that defined the man behind the legend? Strap in, because this is not just a story of goals and trophies, it is a tale of resilience, sacrifice and the unrelenting pursuit of a dream. From the streets of Madeira to the grandest stages of world football, Cristiano Ronaldo's life is an inspiration to millions. Join us as we uncover the untold moment that revealed the true essence of this incredible athlete. Born on February 5, 1985 in São Pedro's parish of UNTOLD, the capital of Portuguese island of Madeira. He is the fourth and youngest child of Maria Dolores dos Santos Viveiros, a cook, and José Diniz Alvaro, a municipal gardener and a part-time kitman. Ronaldo was named after US President and author Ronald Reagan. His mother revealed that he wanted to abort him due to poverty, his father's alcoholism, and having too many children already. But her doctor refused to perform the procedure as abortion was considered illegal in Portugal at that time. As a child, Ronaldo played for Andorina from 1992 to 1995, where his father was the kitman, and later spent 2 years with Nacional. In 1997, age 12, Ronaldo went on a 2-day trial with Sporting CP, who signed him for a fee of £1,500. He subsequently moved from Madeira to Alcochete, near Lisbon, to join Sporting's Youth Academy. And by age 14, Ronaldo believed he has the ability to play semi-professionally and agreed with his mother to stop his education to focus entirely on football. With a troubled life as a student and living in Lisbon area away from his Madeiran family, he did not complete schooling beyond the 6th grade. Ronaldo was later diagnosed with tachycardia, a condition that could have forced him to stop playing football. He underwent a surgery and back to training some few weeks later. At age 16, Ronaldo was promoted from Sporting's youth team by first manager Lazio Bologna, who was impressed with his dribbling abilities. He subsequently became the first player to play for the teams under 16, 17 and 18 teams, the B team and the first team, all within a single season. A year later, on 29 September 2002, Ronaldo made his debut in the Primeira Liga against Braga, and on October 7th scored 2 goals against Moreirense in their 3-0 win. Ronaldo was suggested to Liverpool's manager Gerard Houllier, Barcelona's president Joan Laporta, and Arsenal's manager Arsene Wenger, who was interested in signing Ronaldo. However, Manchester United manager Alex Ferguson was determined to acquire Ronaldo's permanent move urgently. After Sporting defeated Manchester United 3-1 at the inauguration of Estadio José Alvalade in August 2003. His move to Manchester United was completed on 12 August 2003 and made him the first Portuguese player to sign for the club. His transfer fee at that time made him the most expensive teenager in English football history. Winning the FA Cup in his first season, he would go on to win 3 consecutive Premier League titles, the FIFA Club World Cup, and at the age of 23, he won his first Ballon d'Or. In the year 2009, Ronaldo was the subject for the then most expensive association football transfer when he signed for Real Madrid in a transfer worth £80 million. He became a key contributor and formed an attacking trio with Karim Benzema and Gareth Bale, popularly known as BBC. Well, not that BBC, I mean BBC, which was very integral to the team winning 4 Champions League titles from 2014 to 2018, including La Decima. During this period, he won back-to-back Ballon d'Ors in 2013 and 2014, and again in 2016 and 2017, and was a runner-up 3 times behind Lionel Messi, his perceived career rival. He also became the club's all-time goal scorer and all-time top scorer in the Champions League, and finished as the competition's top scorer for 6 consecutive seasons between 2012 and 2018. With Real Madrid, Ronaldo won 4 Champions Leagues, 2 La Liga titles, 2 Copas del Rey, and 3 Club World Cups. And with all these achievements with the Spanish club, the football world thought Ronaldo has found a comfort zone, as things seems very okay for him at the club. Ronaldo will go on to make a shocking move to Juventus in 2018 in a transfer worth £88 million, the most expensive transfer for an Italian club and for a player over 30 years. At this point, Ronaldo's dream and desire to establish dominance in almost every league was coming to light, unlike his perceived rival, Lionel Messi, who started his professional career from Barcelona's academy, La Masia. At the club, he won 2 Serie A titles, 2 Supercoppa Italiana trophies, and a Coppa Italia. Became the inaugural Serie A most valuable player, and also becomes the first footballer to finish as a top scorer in the English, Spanish, and Italian leagues. And just in 2019, things started going sour for Juventus. And we can all admit that Ronaldo as a brand has made it clear that he do not want to be second to anyone. He considers himself the best in several interviews. Juventus' form declined in his third season, and having been knocked out in the quarterfinals in the Champions League by Ajax in 2019-2022 season, and being thrilled again in the round of 16 the next season by Porto in the first half, Ronaldo lost his cool in the dressing room, furious with how bad the team has played in the first half. Ronaldo screamed, stating, "We have to work harder," and Juan Cuadrado quickly took exception to his claims and told him, "You have to show personality," which Ronaldo responded, "I'm included too. We have to tell each other the truth. We played shit. This is a Champions League match. We need to have personality." And of course, they went on to get knocked out by 10-man Porto team. And in 2020, following their defeat in the Coppa Italian final by Napoli, the result sees Ronaldo lose consecutive finals for the first time in his career, after his side were also defeated by Lazio in the Supercoppa final in 2019. Juventus manager Maurizio Sarri said Ronaldo lacked sharpness. Sarri admitted that the 5-time Ballon d'Or winner had not yet hit the height expected of him since football's return. He's in the same shape like Paulo Dybala and Douglas Costa, he added. And in August 2021, Ronaldo told the Juventus new manager, Massimiliano Allegri, that he will no longer be playing for Juventus anymore. The player cleaned his locker and said farewell to his teammates the next day before reportedly hopping on a plane to Portugal. And just like that, with a year remaining on his contract at Juventus, Ronaldo has left the club. And after his departure, several teammates at Juventus, including Leonardo Bonucci and Giorgio Chiellini, have both criticized Ronaldo and glad he left. They claimed he failed to adhere to most of the important rules of the dressing room. And unlike Ronaldo, previous first-choice strikers like Carlos Tevez, Mario Mandzukic, and Gonzalo Higuain all bought into defending as a team and were very flexible in their role to help Juventus win. But that wasn't the case for Ronaldo. He played for himself to set individual records and also cement his legacy as the greatest of all time. And both Bonucci and Chiellini stated Juventus would have been better off if Ronaldo decided to leave earlier to give them more time to prepare for the new season. And several speculations were made about the player's next destination, with Ronaldo himself revealing later that he was deeply linked to Manchester City after his Juventus exit. But a call from Alex Ferguson, his former boss at Manchester United, cautioned him not to join the cities. So on 27th August 2021, United stunned the football world and delighted the club's fanbase by announcing a transfer deal has been struck with Juventus for Ronaldo to join the race. 4 days later, his transfer was finalized. The 36-year-old was back at home. He was given the iconic number 7 jersey, originally worn by Edinson Cavani. Shirt sales quickly skyrocketed and broke the record of his rival Lionel Messi, who joined PSG the same year. But unfortunately for Ronaldo, he joined a struggling team at that time. And with his old teammate Ole Gunnar Solskjaer as a manager of the team, Ronaldo immediately became the star man of the team and of course doing what he loves most, score goals. And as the club's abysmal performance continued, Ole was sacked after their 4-1 defeat to Watford and was replaced by his assistant Michael Carrick to temporarily take charge as United seeks to make an interim appointment until the end of the season. And just few weeks later, the club announced Ralf Rangnick as the interim manager until the end of the season. And Ronaldo at this point was beginning to lose interest in the club's direction, and he's been rumored to have stated that he will not settle for anything below the 4th of the league table. And at the end of the 2021-2022 season, the team finished 6th on the league table, with Ronaldo scoring 24 goals and becoming the team's top goal scorer at that season. In April 2022, Erik ten Hag was confirmed as Manchester United's new manager. Ronaldo was however reported to be looking for a way out as he is not interested in playing in the Europa with Manchester United. But on the other hand, the new manager, Erik ten Hag, understands the crisis the team was going through and super ready for the challenges ahead, but also very keen on discipline. Ronaldo at this point began to miss most of the club's important meetings, but Ten Hag constantly assures the public that Ronaldo is part of his project and he is not for sale. And soon, Manchester United's pre-season will begin, and Ronaldo did not travel with the team to Thailand and Australia, which Ten Hag on multiple occasions emphasized that he's been left out for the sake of family issues. Many, however, felt Ronaldo was negotiating with other clubs for a possible transfer away from the Old Trafford. But also, at that period, Ronaldo's partner, Georgina, was pregnant with twins and due for delivery. And on April 18, 2022, Ronaldo announced with a heavy heart that one of his twins has died. And asked for privacy at that difficult moment. A tragedy he would later reveal was the most difficult moment of his life, as he do not understand with every necessity in place, you can still lose a newborn baby. With all this pain and his initial unwillingness to continue with the Europa contenders, Ronaldo and Manchester United's form began to decline again, and his on-field body language on multiple occasions says it all. He was unable to find the back of the net as usual, and Ten Hag's assignment to building a new team saw Ronaldo starting from the bench more often. And Ronaldo would go on to be a new substitute in a Manchester debut, which saw Manchester United trailed by 6-3. And after the match, Ten Hag bizarrely said Ronaldo stayed on the bench out of respect for his big career. And in a similar instance, we saw Ronaldo refusing to come on as a late substitute against Tottenham, and out of frustration walked off the stadium down the tunnel before the final whistle. He would later receive a match ban for his action and was expected to train away from the first team, and also apologize for his action. And at this point, the relationship between Ronaldo and Erik ten Hag was getting dried day by day. And as the international break approaches for the 2022 World Cup, an explosive interview of Ronaldo with Piers Morgan surfaced, in which he touched on several discomfort experiences, disrespect, and unconducive environment, among other things, since his return to Manchester United. Poor infrastructure stage, how the club doubted the fact that his newly born baby was admitted at the hospital days before his demise, and with his bitter relationship with Erik ten Hag, the club immediately responded and waiting for the full video to ascertain the circumstances that led to the utterances made by the player. And while all qualified countries were away at Qatar chasing the World Cup trophy, Manchester United have terminated Cristiano Ronaldo's contract by mutual agreement with immediate effect. And while in Qatar, Ronaldo kicks off his World Cup dream with a penalty against Ghana in the opening group match, which will go on to be his only goal at the 2022 World Cup. And with Ronaldo missing out in Portugal's starting 11 against Switzerland in the last 16, being replaced by young Gonzalo Ramos, who scored a hat-trick in his first career start for the national team. Ronaldo will go on to be benched again in Portugal's quarter-final match against Morocco. And 7 minutes into the second half, after Portugal were down by a goal, Ronaldo was subbed on, but his impact was not enough to overturn the scoreline as the match ended 1-0 in favor of Morocco. Ronaldo walked down the tunnel in tears as his biggest dream of winning the World Cup trophy was yet again crushed. He now returned home without a team and traveled to Real Madrid in Spain to train and stay fit for the next challenge in his career. And it was at this point that clubs began to say no to Ronaldo, with his agent Jorge Mendes, who was not in support of his interview with Piers Morgan, instructed to strike a possible deal to Chelsea or Bayern Munich, with Chelsea's new management interested in the 5-time Ballon d'Or winner. However, the coach of the club at that time, Thomas Tuchel, not interested in his style of play. Bayern Munich's president Oliver Kahn also said, "We discussed about Ronaldo. He's one of the greatest, but despite my appreciation, he will not fit in our philosophy." And with Dortmund, despite Sebastian Haller's absence after being diagnosed with a testicular tumor, the Bundesliga outfit rejected Ronaldo because of his exorbitant wages. PSG were then the next target, but the Ligue 1 side did not view him as a needed asset, as they already have Mbappe, Messi and Neymar in their squad. Atletico Madrid's president Eric Cerezo also said it's practically impossible for him to come to Atletico Madrid. At this point, it seems with his decline form recently being noticed, forcing his previous managers to start him from the bench, and his mentality to play at the top level to keep up with his personal records and also cement his legacy as the greatest of all time, and likely to lose interest in a club once their form declines. So many clubs at this period perhaps feel it's unnecessary to request for his signature. And with all these unsuccessful attempts in getting a club, Ronaldo's relationship with his agent was broken. And Ronaldo, contrary to his earlier declaration to end his career at the top level, had to turn to a close friend, Ricky Redjoufe, in order to find a new club, and ultimately landing an extraordinary £175 million contract at Saudi Arabia's club Al Nassr in January 2023 until 2025. However, his move to Saudi Arabia has been very instrumental in the recent superstar boom experienced in the country's Pro League, with several football big stars including Sadio Mane, Neymar Jr., Karim Benzema, N'Golo Kante, Edouard Mendy, Firmino, Ruben Neves and so many more all joining the Saudi Pro League, with many of them at attributing their move has been inspired by Ronaldo's bold step to joining the Saudi side. Ronaldo has quickly adapted to the culture of his new environment and already led his side to their first ever Arab Club Champions Cup after scoring twice in a 2-1 extra time win over fellow Saudi side Al Hilal, where he also won the tournament Golden Boot. Ronaldo, who is widely recognized as one of the greatest footballers of all time, holds the record for the most goals and assists in the Champions League. He also holds the record for most international goals of 127 goals and still counting. The player with most international appearances, he also holds the record for most goals in football history, 5 Ballon d'Ors and so much more. Ronaldo has not only entertained and won the hearts of his followers on the pitch, he's also proven to be a great leader and a role model to many with his exemplary life, determination and hard work. So thank you for joining us in exploring the untold side of Cristiano Ronaldo's journey. If you found this video fascinating as we did, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more of this content in coming days.